Vamana Maharaja ki jai. Srila Maharaja ki jai. Srila Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja ki jai. Prajnana Keshava Maharaja ki jai. Srila Maharaja ki jai. Sri Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Radha Sampurna Lalita Vasagadi Susuki Vinda ki jai. Sri Rubhani 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 Vilasani Rubhani Sri Vinda ki jai. Nam Sankirtan ki jai. Puri Pavan Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Sri Om Purushottam Srishanana Guru ki jai. Ananta Pati Vaishnava Vinda ki jai. Samvita Gaura Bhakta Vinda ki jai. Samvita Gaura Bhakta Vinda ki jai. Sri Maharani ki jai. Tulasi parikrama ki jai. Ram ki Gopa Kumara Srila Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja ki jai. Bhakti-vedanta Srila parikrama. Om Vrindavi Tulasi Devai Priyadhi Krishna Bhakti Devi Jagavani Bhakta Vihina Aparadalakshe Hiptasya Kamadikaram Gamati Vrindavan Vasi Gosvami Maharaja ki jai. Srila Gosvami Maharaja ki jai. Jai. Keshava Gosvami Maharaja ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय पावन तान्न प्रभु की जय प्रेम पुरुषोत्तम सच्चिदानंद प्रभु की जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय वेद भक्त कविंद की जय जय गंगा जमुना तुलसी भक्ति महारानी की जय स्वामी गौ प्रेमानंद भक्तिवेदांत वाला महाराज की जय भक्तिवेदांत वृंदावी तुलसी देवनी प्रिया सर्वसच कृष्ण भक्ति कलिते सत्यवते नमो नमः पंचकल्पतरुर्भस्य कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। कीर्तन हरिकथा यही तो सामने है। दूसरी काम है Monday, huh? You took mine away, no?
I brought it back.
Oh, very good. You went for where?
Because I give a musical workshop for teenagers. I give class, musical class.
Oh, you gave musical class?
Yes, and I brought this sound system from the rehearsal room. And so I had to bring back, I gave 2 hours.
2 hours only?
Yes, but I needed this.
Only 2 hours you gave class?
No, I give many class. But today it was, this afternoon it was only 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yes.
From 4 to?
No, it was from 3:30 to 5:30.
Okay, nice. Yeah?
Yes.
How many people come?
It's a teenagers band. They were 8.
8?
Yes. They play, with modern music, with battery, drums, electric guitar, electric bass.
Only 8?
8, yes.
90. 8 people.
No, you mean how I get?
No, how many devotees, how many people came into class? 8?
8 people, yes. Because it's a workshop. They play. They learn how to play together. Like a band, orchestra.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Why didn't you call back? We also participate with you. Right?
Sorry?
We also participate with all this class.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Why not? I did not have this idea. I confess.
Maybe next time, eh?
Yes.
Evil.
There is also a concert hall there. We can make a concert.
Yeah, would be nice.
Okay, kirtan.
Kirtan? There's no there? Yeah, he has to. You want? Yes. I don't have.
Or you Prasad Prabhu, he's coming?
He's downstairs, I think.
He's having a class downstairs.
Huh? Pardon?
Giving class downstairs.
Oh, they're in the kitchen? Yeah, because I took it out there when they ginger flower.
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite
Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite
Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite
Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite
Radhe Jaya Jaya
Damodara Rati Vardhana Vese Harini Sutta
Lalita Saki Guna Ramita Vishate Lalita Saki Guna Ramita
Who is it? Who is it? Today is last day. Yeah. Huh? Last day, not. May come.
Okay.
Where is Yamuna? Ukraine Yamuna.
Yamuna, she's in Germany already. She left yesterday. So she will live there now.
Why?
Oh, because she's no job in France for her.
No job?
No work.
Yes, that village where she lived, there is no job.
Where is she living?
No, same Sudevi village she was living. Like south France.
So she went to Germany.
Yeah, she didn't find job there and now she left yesterday.
How?
Bus, by bus.
Alone?
Yeah, with big luggage.
Okay.
Gaurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was speaking to Sri Prakashananda Saraswati in Varanasi, he was explaining that we don't need to read the Vedanta Sutra because we have the natural commentary in Srimad Bhagavatam. So there's about 500 sutra, 550, 18,000 verses. They don't seem to follow all the sutra. But the very first sutra is Atato Brahmajigyasa. Then Shukadeva Goswami is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj, who only has 7 days to live, and he is inquiring, what is the goal of my life? And I think in the 3rd chapter it says, Jivasya tattva-siddhanta. The jiva, we have to inquire about the tattva of jiva. Who are we? And inquire also about this world. What is this world and what is my relationship with this world? So the second sutra is Janmadi Yasya Yataha. Adi means so on. Janma means Shristi, then Stiti, then Pralaya. That includes everything. Creation and maintenance and destruction, and whatever goes through the maintenance also. So then the commentators, they're asking, is this Swarupa Lakshana definition of Brahman or Tatashta Lakshana? Some say it's Swarupa Lakshana. This is definition of Brahman, he's the creator of the world. Others saying, no, this is Satyam Jnanam Ananta Brahma. The real definition of Brahman is to be truth, then knowledge, and endless, Ananta, Satchitananda. This is real definition of Brahman. In Srimad Bhagavatam open up, Janmadiyasya yatan vayaditarata shateshu adigya swarat tenu brahmaridaya dikavaye muyante yat suraya tejo barimridam vinimayo trisargo mrishad damna svena sadasirata durasta kulakwatam dim param satyam dimahi. I missed a few words. Damna svena sadat nirasta kuakam satyam param dimahi. It begins with Janmadiyasya yataha and ends up with satyam param dimahi. And Srila Swami Bhakti Pada. He explains in his Bhavarta Deepika that Jamadhyasya Yataha is the Tatashta Lakshana definition of Brahman, secondary. And Satya Paramdimahi is the Swarupa Lakshana definition. It is the man definition. Why? Because this world is unreal. It's not that it's not existing. It gives an example. Tejo Bari Vidam. Amrisha, almost real, because when you are like in the desert, you're very thirsty, and the heat waves on the sand appears to be water. So you are confusing water with land and fire, also heat. This is a mirage. But the mirage doesn't mean that nothing is existent. Water exists, but not there. It exists somewhere else. So this world appears to be real because Satya, Krishna, Vasudeva is animating this world. This is the real definition. And some people are going to say, why are you speaking like this? This is not interesting. We just want to hear Rasa Katha. How Krishna is playing the flute. It's a full moon on the Sharad season. Then he's playing the flute and all the gopis, they come. Millions and millions of gopis, they come, hearing their names. Why we should bother with tattva-siddhanta? But your spiritual master is Bhakti Vedanta. My Guru Maharaja, so Bhakti Vedanta Swami. So Vedanta is there. And through them, no need to be a Sanskrit scholar. They can explain Vedanta very simply. They can explain how Krishna is at the origin of everything. All the disciples, all the sannyas of Srila Bhakti Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja, Bhakti Vedanta. Not Ananda. So many Ananda. Mukta Ananda, Shiva Ananda, Anandamaya, Ma. So many Ananda. Why not? You know? Naming sannyasi Ananda. Because they have to know tattva-siddhanta. If you don't know tattva-siddhanta, only hearing Rasa Katha, you become sahaja. If you only hear tattva-siddhanta, no Rasa Katha, then you become like an impersonalist. Both has to be there. It's important. Even for women. You see, Uma Didi, she was a very dear spiritual grandmother and guide, Mahabhagavati. People praise her saying she was a good cook. She has motherly love. That's true. Always cooking, always so much motherly. But they seldom underlie the fact that she knew all Siddhanta. When she was speaking, you close your eyes, you can hear Gurudev speaking. Narayana Maharaj. Exactly the same. I know that Malati, she can glorify Uma Didi. Very good. I just want to say that once you complain, why is my name Uma? This is not Rasik. Uma is the wife of Shiva. This is not Rasik. The Gurudev answered to her, but also there's a book that came out, 300 pages, letters by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Vamana Maharaja, most of them addressed to Uma Didi. Very Siddhantic, very deep. And she was living at home at that time, 1980 or something. And at one point he's saying, you should not feel sorry about being called Uma. The root of everything is Om. Mahavakya, only one Mahavakya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, it's Om. Everywhere in the Veda it's repeated. What is Om? A means Krishna, U means Radha, M means the living entity. You are called Uma, Radha with the living entity. That is the mother of everybody. But actually this mother is Srimati Radhika. So in other words, you can give tattva-siddhanta with rasa. Srila Trivikrama gives 5 different translations of Janmari, Asayatan, Bayaditarata, Shateshwara, Bidya, Swara, 5 different types. And one of them is Janma Adi means Adi Rasa. That actually the world is created for performance of Rasa Lila only. And is actually everything in this world is because of Rasa Lila. All the attraction in this material world is because of Rasa Lila, but we don't know. It's a perverted reflection. But originally, Radha and Krishna, they meet and then this world comes into being. And then you have separation and meeting. Like it says directly, Vyatireka and Anya, directly and indirectly you have meeting and separation. And similarly, you have water, you have fire, water and earth. Because when you hear Adikavi, sometimes Adikavi for Srila Vishwanath Thakur, Bharat Muni, or sometimes Rupa Goswami, first poet, gives all this granta and rasa, then you become stunned. First of all, heat of separation comes, fire. And because the heat is so great, then water is going to come through your eyes as tears. And then you become like a stone, earth, petrified. So this meeting and separation will cause you to have all these different experiences. On hearing Rasa Lila explained by Rupa Goswami, Adikavi, and all the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So you can read Vedanta and have a very rasic explanation. There's no contradiction. Bhakti, Vedanta. Bhakti must be there. And understanding must be there also. Not like we're just balloons with helium going into the sky. We have to be grounded. We have to understand, who am I? Sanatana Goswami said to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, people call me a learned scholar and I don't even know who I am. You're thinking you're going to be with Krishna and the gopis next life, but you may not have understood, realized your soul. Who am I? And why am I suffering the threefold miseries? Sanatana Goswami, very, very intelligent, playing like a conditioned soul for us, for our benefit. We say we are not this body, but if I pinch you, you're going to feel pain, because there's still this attachment to the body. And all the desires also in our minds. It takes time. We have to hear, but we have to know also the tattva. Then we can also relish this rasa. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Didi, speak a word.
To Uma Didi.
Gurave Gurachandra Radhika Vadavaya Krishna Krishna Bhaktaya Tadam Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Bhajakalpadrabhyasya Kripasimha Pratikana Gana Vaishnava in English? On the May 15, 1977, A.C. Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Prabuphada, he was saying in 10,000 rupees, 10 rupees already included. And similarly, if you get Krishna, you get the whole perfection. There's nothing else needed. But unfortunately, I am being but a jiva, still searching. Maybe there's something else, like still no understanding that if we run after Krishna, if we're trying to find out at which point he's an embodiment of perfection and everything is in him, and if under the guidance of Srimati Radharani, one day it will be possible to serve him and to be in such association. There's nothing else needed. But I'm still keep on searching and hoping on my own, still being like thinking that I'm still in control of certain things. And this is my big unfortunate misfortune. His Grace Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja, in his book My Beloved Holy Masters, he quoted Bhaktivedanta Hridaya Gosvami Maharaj, who was saying that the day bereft of a hearing or speaking Harikatha is completely unfortunate. That day is completely useless, because hearing Harikatha and speaking Harikatha, this is a sustenance for the soul. There's nothing else needed. But I'm still running here and there and thinking that that time is eternal, that I'm always there and I still can catch up. But time is so precious. As Prakash was saying, our dearest Srimati Uma Didi has left this world. It's been 3.5 months already. We don't have chance to see her physically and to have her association. And she was among her god brothers. She's the god sister of our dear Srila Vamana Maharaja, as you all know. She is no more here visible for us, and this is a very big loss. And I'm still dwelling on it like daily in my life. The greatness of hers, sometimes we don't realize, because she's a woman. Everybody comes and they pay their obeisances. They say Jai Uma Didi. Everybody loves her, appreciate her, but maybe not fully, because as Prakash said, she knew everything, and she was such a tattva-siddhantic person. Just sometimes people thinking, oh, she's a woman, I'm not going to ask her like important siddhantic questions, but she had all the most vast knowledge, which very often she explained very simply. The simple words was always so accessible for everyone, and she had that genuine love, which well, we've heard she was like a mother to everyone. And this authenticity, this sincerity is such an incomparable, it's absolutely amazing. We're missing her smile, her beautiful comments, her instructions, how she would make sure that everybody has to go on parikrama and perform it, and be there listening to Harikatha, and always taking care of everyone, making sure that everybody is good, everybody is fine, everybody took Prajnana, and their family life is going well, nicely. So this is all precious now. We can just contemplate on that in the past, but she will never be away from our hearts, and we'll always remember her. Yes, there are so many events has been happening for the last few years.
She's mourning in the past.
Oh, yeah, that's just one thing. Srimati Uma Didi, we had such a big fortune during many last parikramas since Srila Gurudev had left our physical vision to drive after her car during the Vrajamandal parikrama, being near her, and she was showing us the places because the parikrama became so big, so huge, and certain places we couldn't go by buses, but by car we were following her, and she would show us like exactly the place, like, okay, she would say, yes, when we were in the 1990 or maybe even before, Srila Gurudev was sitting here, we were sitting there, she would show us the places. Sometimes we would have to go through the bushes, like to go underneath of the certain trees. And she would show, here Gurudev was rolling on the ground in the dust, because that was the place where the gopis were crying for Krishna and everything. And she would lay down and she would start rolling the dust, and other deities, like my mom was always doing that with her. I have some nice photos if ever you want to see. And that was really precious for us, because since we were not there the early days, like some of our Vaishnavas had chance to be with Srila Gurudev, our Srimati Maharaj. He's been with Gurudev for so many years, and they had small little parikramas when they had an amazing chance to hear the Harikatha of Srila Gurudev and be with him there. We didn't have that chance. We came later on. So Srimati Uma Didi, she was really showing us all these places, so we could really live it. And she would only speak, repeating exactly word by word what Srila Gurudev was saying. That's why sometimes she would speak and you feel like, oh, Srila Gurudev with us, he's speaking to us, he's giving us his Harikatha. That was just an amazing experience, and I wish I could live that again. Yes, and she was very, her Guru Nistha was extremely high. And just praying to her lotus feet that one day maybe I can leave her again and to be under her guidance a little bit more serious than I was during her presence. And I thank you very much for your attention.
Special gift. Huh? Very special gift. They are not here.
Today is appearance day? No, we say.
Special guest. Good. He's not good, Maharaj. You give instruction and he pass the instruction to me.
Okay, we speak for
Om Ganati Milam Nasyama Gyanam Ganashalake Chakshurumilitam Yana Asman Shri Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Stapitam Vina Bhutari Swayam Rupam Kadam Yundarati Swapadantikam Adadanastirinam Danteridam Yachitna Kunak Srimad Rupa Padam Bhuta Tuli Shyam Jana Janai Shri Guru Vandana Kori Tanara Charana Dori Shri Bhaktivedanta Prabuphada Arayata Shiksha Guru Savivansha Kalpataru Kripa Kuru Guchaka Vishada. So unfortunately we are coming to a close with our Harikatha festival in Paris with Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada Maharaja, and also for his journey in France. And this time I would like to thank so much Yogamaya Didi to have invited Maharaj in her home and all the devotees. Thank you to show Yogamaya Didi to Hridayananda Prabhu, who has helped her in organizing the festival in Paris, and Prabhu and Malati Devi Dasi. And generally all the devotees of Paris who help her so much. It's very kind of them. What Prakashatma Prabhu has spoken is very, very important. And remember, every day Maharaj was asking, when is Prakashatma coming? I like very much his kata. It was not false words, it's true. Maharaj is there, can acknowledge. So it is very, very essential because, like he expressed, it's not possible to understand Rasa Kata or the very beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna without being grounded, having a very strong foundation. And Srila Jiva Goswami has expressed that principle in that way, that we have a small boy, he may pass water, pee, in the courtyard of his house, but no one is really interested, and even his mother will say, what do you do? Will come and take him out, and there is nothing really pleasurable actually. But when we know that when that small boy was passing water in the courtyard of his parents is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then this is very astonishing, and this is a source of great happiness. So this is Krishna. He's passing water in the courtyard of his parents in Nanda Bhavan, but he's the Supreme Lord, the creator of all universes, the master of all living entities. He's passing water in the courtyard of Nanda Baba in Yashoda Maya. So Jiva Goswami is explaining like this. It is very most essential to understand who is that person. Krishna in Vrindavan. He's the Supreme Lord. But what's happening to him is that he's overwhelmed by the prema of his devotees. So the astonishing Eshwarya Gyan, Eshwarya Tattva of Krishna is overwhelmed, is like a tidal wave by the prema of his devotees. So there is that astonishing ras in hearing about his kata. And that Eshwarya Tattva about Krishna cannot impede the prema of his devotees, because the prema of his devotees is so overwhelming, so astonishing. Krishna and his devotees, they are overflowed by the tidal waves of prayer. The example that Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj, Gurudev, was giving is that like a boiling pot of hot milk. It is pure nectar. And when it is boiling, sometimes there may be a straw there in the boiling milk. And that straw may appear on the surface, then by the turmoil of the boiling milk, the whirlpool, then the straw is brought down and then disappears, and sometimes it reappears again, sometimes disappears, but it's insignificant. Mostly it is totally covered by the boiling milk. So that straw, rice straw, is like the Eshwarya Tattva, Eshwarya Gyan of Krishna. But the prema of the devotee is always covering the Eshwarya Tattva about Krishna. So there is no chance for Eshwarya to disturb the prema of the Brijvasi, Nanda, Yashoda, the Gopas and the Gopis. There is no fear about this. It will be always this Eshwarya Tattva being covered. But it is most essential because it is the foundation. This is the ground platform, very strong foundation. And on that platform, Prem Tattva will never collapse or transform into Sahaja. So this is most essential. That is why my Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada, has written those books starting with Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, with so many purports to establish this Tattva, because it is most essential. Sometimes we may think, oh, there is so much Tattva, and it is repeated again and again and again and again, and here and there some jewels of Rasa Tattva or Prem Tattva. But the point of this tattva-siddhanta is to purify us, actually. It is to make us qualified to understand Rasa Tattva. if we don't have this preliminary assimilation of the Aishwarya Tattva or the Siddhanta, the Tattva, Gyan, then our going to higher levels of experiences will not happen. So this is to make us qualified, to give us the adhikar, the qualification, to release all these exchanges of pure love, prema. So this is most essential. So now this festival is ending, so you're going to go back to your different Prabhupada Datadesh, the place of service, and most important in our Gaurav, the prestige of our tradition is to spread that tradition, to distribute it. So try to get in touch with your nearby ISKCON center and buy some books of Prabhupada and distribute it. Why Yogamaya Didi has been able to receive Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada Maharaja is because she's very much absorbed also in distributing Prabhupada's books. In fact, she was #1 in the marathon. For one day, she did the best day of all the devotees. She did 120 Bhagavad Gita, no one did this. And in 2 hours only, not even a full day, because she was busy, occupied here. She could go only very late, but by some tricks and traps, she was very intelligent and she did that very good score of distributing books. So this is most essential. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, my Guru Maharaj, has given that literature for all the people to understand these very profound siddhantas. And then Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj has written his books, which are like tikas on Prabhupada's books, to explain what Prabhupada is giving us. And this is the Ras Siddhanta, the Ras Tattva. And we always say Bhakti Tattva, Prem Tattva, Ras Tattva, because all these are not just Ras, Prem, they are Tattvas, they are realities, they are fundamental truths. So they are most essential to understand. So in that way, the Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaja has explained all this nectar, and they are like tikas, and Srila Bhaktivedanta Maharaj is writing books, it's like tikas on Prabhupada's books also. So to understand all the books that Gurudev gave us, Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, it is most essential to understand also and go step by step studying Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then all this will be understood. It is essential. And this is the absorption of the Brijvasi that we want to reach, that we want to attain. How much love they have for Krishna and how that love is overwhelming their heart. So this is our great gift, the gift of our Gaurav, our Guru Varga, and we're very, very fortunate. So we are very happy that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj has stayed with us in France for more than 15 days, and we hope next year we'll come again and visit and preach all over France, and we'll be able to follow him, hear his Harikatha, which is very sweet. And after reading all this literature given by our Guru Parampara, we can hear from him, read his transcendental explanation of all these books and relish the nectar of Prem Ras, Prem Kata, Prem Rasa Tattva, Rasa Kata. Jai Srila Bhaktivedanta Prabuphada.
So rest you can speak.
Today I'm in Shankaras.
Today is in Shankaras.
Oh, very nice. I want to hear about Shankaras.
Jnanatiram dasya Jnananjana sharakayam Sakshurmitam yena Tasmaye Shri Valam Pancha kalpatarubhyasya kiva sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Ajanurambita Bujo Kanakavadato Sankirtane Kapitaro Kamalaya Takshu Vishwambaro Dijabaro Yugadharma Paro Vande Jagat Priya Karo Karunavataro Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. First of all, I'd like to offer my immediate personal Dandavat pranams in the dust of the lotus feet of my spiritual masters, Nityalila Pravishna Vishnupa, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada, Srila Prabhupada, Nityalila Pravishna Vishnupa, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Gosvami Maharaja, Nityalila Pravishna Vishnupa, Srila Govinda Goswami Maharaja, Nityalila Pravishna Vishnupa, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Goswami Maharaja, all our Rupa Nuga Guru Vaishnava Charyas and Vaishnava Vaishnavis, the Vaishnava Bhaktivedanta, Maharaj, and all Srila Prabhupada disciples and good brothers and good sisters, please accept my Dandavat pranams, beginning for your consciousness. So, we are talking about our process. The process as a goal, and this goal is very high. So definitely we have to touch some points about going into that goals. How to go deep into Krishna consciousness. This is a very, very important measure that we have to take in our lives. Like Gurudev used to say, we are not meant to stay in the same class all our life. Some people like to be in the same class, okay, that's good. But also, beyond that class, there is other higher levels of studies, teachings, like university. Not everybody are in the classes, who are in the classes are in the university. Less people go to university because the teachings are much higher and specific and scientific. So it means that we cannot condemn the higher levels of Krishna consciousness, because if most of the people, they are still grounded in the beginning of the stages of sadhana, that means that there's a time for them to come forward and becoming familiarized with the process, which goes very, very highly exalted. And we have all the elements for our progression to tread that path very, very beautifully. And everything is in our grasp, that Krishna has provided, sadhus has provided very beautiful books, very beautiful process also of sadhana, and he has appeared also in his name, and he is in deities also, and in sadhu sangha. So wherever you turn your head, you cannot fall. If you close your eyes, like the owl, then you can say, oh, sun doesn't exist. Owl says the sun doesn't exist. But because her eyes during the day is closed and open only during the night when the sun is not present. But devotees want to open their eyes, and their teachers are already, their eyes open. So everything is a very, very beautiful, influential elements which we have all around us in the different things that I just expressed. So our fortune is in us and with us, and will never leave us if we stay together. And we have to be together. Some Vaishnavas, like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj, Gurudev of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada, said that if we stay in the temple all our lives, then next life our spiritual life will be so nice, that is to stay together in one place, worshipping the Lord, hearing, chanting, taking prasadam. This is our life. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada said, in the spiritual world, everybody lives together. So we should also practice this living together in this world as we are preparing to go to the spiritual world. So the staircase is there to go to spiritual world, not the staircase of Ravana, which he has made, which was like very, very dwelling, but the staircase of Krishna consciousness, which has been established by our previous acharyas. They have laid down all the elements for our success. And so we just have to apply ourselves, our life, to follow those elements that they have given to us with all their mercy. And they have also expressed how we should also pray. All the prayers and the songs that we chant in the morning are expressions of their love for Krishna that they have. But they say we don't have. Our heart is so hard, our heart is full of miserable things, like no faith, no qualities. So in this way, they pray for us to be successful by giving us the real feelings of how to connect with Krishna with sensitive and very selected and choice prayers. So we are very, very fortunate. If we are a little bit clear here and intelligent, then everything will come to in our grasp. Everything will come to us, and we make everything which we are attempting to do very, very easily successful. So the path starts from one place, but Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada said, if after 15 years you have chanted, practiced normally by doing Harinam and everything, then it is time now to go deep into the process of Krishna consciousness. It's 15 years. And some of us have been there for 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, maybe 50. So it's time now to dive into that process. And this process is itself non-different than Radha and Krishna. And our Guru Varga are like telescopes. In telescopes there is many lenses. And every lenses project on the other lens a picture of what it has and makes it even more available, more reachable, more visible. So after many, many lenses, everything is manifested to our eyes as if it is reality in front of our eyes, In this way, this Guru Parampara is like lenses in the telescope and brings about the whole science of Krishna consciousness and put it in our heart, make it very, very visible also. And when they speak something, this speaking is like drinking nectar. Our ears becomes like tongues, and those tongues are hearing, releasing the nectar, liquid nectar, And that liquid nectar, how to take it without wasting a drop. It has been explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Sukadeva Goswami is giving this nectar. And it comes also through Guru Parampara. And that Guru Parampara is like the pipe. When you drink nectar with pipe, then there is no way that one drop will come out from the glass. So this Guru Parampara, Vaishnava Sangha, which we have taken from the very beginning, is like this, like the pipe, and we drink through our hearing, through our tongues, which are like now, our ears, and we take this nectar incessantly without wasting a drop. So we are very fortunate. Everything is coming to us without making any efforts. And if we do a little efforts, then it is even better. And that effort, what we do also, will not be an effort. Sometimes people used to, Prabhupada's disciples said, oh, we are working so much, so hard. Prabhupada said, we are not working. Krishna consciousness is not work. We are not wasting any energy by following Krishna consciousness. By serving, we are not wasting any energy. It's all transcendental movement of the elements of our soul, which are trying to reveal themselves to us slowly, day by day. So what is there that we have not gotten? We have gotten everything. So we should be very thankful to all of the devotees, Vaishnavas, Krishna, everybody, every single atom in the spiritual world is giving his blessings to us in the form of nectar. And Bhakti Maharaj said this spiritual world is a world of nectar. And we are children of nectar. And we should go for that nectar and nothing else. So there is no excuse. We have to go for the nectar. So thank you very much. Hallelujah.
She was trying to get in trouble. So he's trying to get in trouble.
Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakhe Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Vanchakalpatribhyasya Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. I'd like to offer my unlimited Dhamma pranams to the lotus feet of my spiritual master, Nitya Lila Krishna Mishtapada Statara Shri Srimati Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Bhaktivedanta Vana Gosvami Maharaja is present here with us today, and to Srila Maharaj, Srila Prabhu, Prakashantam Prabhu, Srimati Didi, all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis gathered here today on this very auspicious day. And I'd like to thank Srila Vamana Maharaja for his kind association and for his hard endeavor that he is putting into this so that we can be spiritually charged. And without that kind of energy, it's very difficult to continue one's own spiritual life. We know that when we're not in strong association, like Malati Didi was saying, how weak we can become. But again, remembering Gurudev's word, you should always remember that Sri Guru is always with you. And like Maharaj was saying, our Guru Parampara is always with us. We're charged with their energy and drinking through that pipe, that nectar. If we drink through that pipe, then we can taste that beautiful knowledge and realizations that they have, that they're sharing with us, and that we're obliged to share with others. Because if we're misers, we keep it to ourselves, it's not going to, the magic isn't going to work. The process is not going to work if you keep it for yourself. We must go out, we must distribute this knowledge, we must share this knowledge with whoever, wherever we can meet, whoever wants to hear, whoever is willing to hear this knowledge. We must share that with others so that this Vaishnava family can grow. This Guru Parampara and Rupanuga Guru Varg can be glorified to the fullest extent while we're still alive, and we don't know when that will be or how long that will be for. And remembering Uma Didi, also this very inspiring personality who was part of our life and very dear to Srila Bhaktivedanta Maharaja's life and growing up. Virtually, they shared many hours, many days, many years together, and they have a very strong and close relationship that just remembering Uma Didi's name, one can become emotional in her love that she gave to everyone. We also remember Sita Devi today. It's been almost 1 year and a month that she also passed on. Our dear God sister and disciple Srila Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, who was very hard-working and very sincere, very soft-hearted, with so much love and affection for everyone, and dedicated, and that we'd like to remember her, especially coming to Paris, because she's from Paris, and she traveled many places with Srila Maharaj and with us, and shared many wonderful, beautiful moments. So in this, I remember her and pay my obeisances to her, and I'm sure you will also. Vanchakalpatribhyascha kripasimudhircha Patitanam Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Tasya Ganjana Shalakaya Kshakshomritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyashka Kripa Sindhu Vyayavasha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I would like to offer my most humble obeisances at the lotus feet of my dear most Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Narayana Gosvami Maharaja, my Diksha Guru, and I would like to offer the same obeisances at the lotus feet of Srila Vana Gosvami Maharaja, present today as my Shiksha Guru, as well as to all of our Rupanuga Guru Varga, to all the Vaishnavi, and to Sripad Shoti Maharaj present here with us, to all the disciples of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Prabuphada, and to all of you, my dear brothers and sisters, I would like to offer my most humble obeisances. So Srila Maharaj has asked me to say a few words about our dear God sister, Sita Didi, and I must say that I had the great fortune to serve with her, and she was such an inspiration to me because she was always so full of love and affection, of attention for others. She was very caring. She was never thinking about her own comfort, but she was always very concerned about all the devotees having nice prasadam. She was making those extraordinary cakes and so many preparations. And whatever was the situation in her life, she was always having the biggest smile on her face. And she was always calling us with such sweet name as ma chérie. Very French expression. But it was just really an expression of a very sweet and very loving and caring heart. And unfortunately, even when she was really sick, when she suffered so much, she never complained about herself. But she was still caring, doing so much for others, giving donation, distributing free food, and always trying to find new innovative ideas, even in a difficult situation, to express her bhakti. And this has always touched my heart so much, and I must say that I miss her as well so much. And but she really has been such an inspiration for me, and to understand that whatever we try to understand, to practice, to receive as teaching is all about the dynamic of love. And this dynamic of love has so many different expressions. And Srila Maharaj is very compassionately explaining to us this dynamic of love on the highest level as well, the transcendental level. And I remember when I first came to, before I met a devotee in my life, I was very much interested to understand this topic of love, but from a higher perspective, being interested in the chakra of the heart and such kind of topics. And I must say that I got answers far beyond all expectation. This unlimited field of love and of transcendental love that deeply touches our heart. And I wanted just to say something about Uma Didi as well, as we have also mentioned her very extraordinary personality, her love and her affection, and two little stories about her as well. I remember that one year during Prajnana parikrama, there was new devotee coming and attending the parikrama and feeling a bit impatient, and I feel a bit challenged, you know, all this situation when you all get on a bus and that this is my seat, nobody should sit on my seat, and this person was getting so impatient that she went to see Uma Didi, and she said, they may not listen to me, but if you say something on my behalf, I'm sure they will listen. And then Uma Didi, she looked at her, she said, are you sure? She said, you know, I have no qualification to be here. If I start to speak out, they will notice me and they will kick me out. So this was such an expression of her humility and her indirect way of trying to teach something to this person. Meaning that I have no qualification to be here whatsoever. It's all because of the immotivate love, compassion of those exalted Vaishnavas that we are all here. And there was another anecdote also about Uma Didi. Once she was in Delhi in the mat, and Srila Gurudev was there, and many other devotees were there giving different lectures. And she was giving a lecture just across Srila Gurudev's room there, and she was speaking about her favorite topic, Guru Tattva. She had always so much enthusiasm to speak about this topic. And what was really interesting is like at the end of the Harikatha, Srila Gurudev came out from the Prajnana Prabhu's door that was just across her door, and he quickly came out, and she was standing there in front of Gurudev. She was so touched in her heart, and she quickly offered the garland to Gurudev, and Srila Gurudev said, "Oh, many are speaking here, but I can see in your room there's the biggest attendance following your class." And then at the other side were all the devotees from Delhi waiting to have darshan, so they started to notice that Gurudev was there. And as soon as they came, Srila Gurudev quickly went back in the room and he closed the door. It was a beautiful darshan just for her, to show his appreciation, love and affection for her. As many said as well, that in the early days there were just a few in the temple, and they had this close association of Gurudev, but later on all the Westerners' disciples came, and Srila Gurudev had a different dynamic. But it was a very extraordinary way of him to reassure her of his love and affection and appreciation for her. And just a few words to say that I feel so humbled and so touched in my heart to have the association of all of you. And I remember how 20 years ago I met many of you, and this deepest gratitude cannot be expressed with any words, and the deepest gratitude for Srila Maharaj to give us an opportunity to be engaged in some seva, even though they have no qualification whatsoever. So I pray to all of you to please bless me that I can continue somehow to serve and to try to like Srila Gurudev was saying, it's impossible to pay back this debt. I have no qualification to do so, but at least we should attempt to reciprocate with this love and affection, and somehow or other help others as well to realize this greatest fortune, and to help them to come closer to this path of love and devotion, and to develop this dynamic of love. Thank you so much to all of you.
Okay, translate, come. Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhikavai Tadari Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopakanta Radhakanta Namostute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Om Vrindavai Tulasi Devai Priyai Kesavasya Krishna Bhakti Pradevi Sattvatyai Namo Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First of all, for my humble, respectful Dhanavad Pranam, lotus feet of my Guru Pad Padma, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnu Pad, Ashtudra Sadasya Srimati Bhaktivedanta Srila Vamana Maharaja, and Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnu Pad, Ashtudra Srimati Bhaktivedanta Srila Narayana Maharaj, and simultaneously offer my humble, respectful Dhanavad Pranam, lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnu Pad Bhaktivedanta Srila Maharaj,
Srila Gosvami Maharaja, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada Maharaj, and all senior devotees and presiding Prajnana Pranam, Prabhu Charan Sripal, Srila Maharaj, Prabhu Charan Sripal, Prakashatma Prabhu, Prabhu Charan Sripal, Vaishnava Prabhu, and all senior devotees and all Vaishnavis, and present here, all of my respectful guests.
Jai Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada ki jai.
Tout d'abord, je rends mes hommages à mes maîtres spirituels, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Vamana Gosvami Maharaja et Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Narayana Gosvami Maharaja. Simultanément, je rends mon hommage à Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Maharaja, Srila Govinda Goswami Maharaja, Srila Bhakti-Rakshakshita Goswami Maharaja, Srila Bhakti Prabuphada Maharaja. Je rends mon hommage à tous les Vaishnavas aînés ici présents, qui sont conduits par Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Shloti Maharaj, Srila Prakashatma Prabhu, Srila Rishthanashan Prabhu. Et je rends mon hommage à tous les Vaishnavas, les Vaishnavis, les invités qui sont là aujourd'hui.
Just I want to speak few words, not too much take your time.
J'aimerais vous dire quelques mots et ne pas prendre trop de votre temps.
All you spoke very nicely and especially glorified about Uma Didi and also Sita Devi.
Tous ont très joliment parlé et ont particulièrement glorifié Srimati Uma Didi et Sita Devi. Merci.
So many years we also to stay with Uma Didi in our temple, Keshavji Gaurimat.
J'ai passé tellement d'années avec Srimati Uma Didi dans notre temple à Keshavaji Gaurimat.
And so last 2 years she also staying with us in Vrindavan, Gopinath Bhavan.
Et ces 2 dernières années, elle est restée avec nous à Vrindavan, dans le temple Gopinath Bhavan.
So many remembrances coming in our heart.
Tellement de souvenirs viennent de notre cœur.
And Mahaprabhu Ashurayanda Dukkamadde Kondukka Hoy Gurutar. There are many kinds of distress and unhappiness in this material world.
Quand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, dans sa discussion avec Roy Ramananda, il explique qu'il y a tellement de souffrance et de détresse dans ce monde.
And Krishna viraha vina dukkha nahi. When you separate from devotee of Lord, so we cannot explain what kinds of separation, what kind of distress and happiness come. Who can explain this?
Quand on est séparé des dévots du Seigneur, qui peut donc décrire la souffrance et la détresse qu'on ressent dans cette séparation?
In our spiritual life, we are looking this way. And one by one, our Guru Vargas, they also departed. And also our God brothers, they also one by one, they departed.
On constate cela au fur et à mesure de notre vie spirituelle. On voit nos bien-aimés maîtres spirituels qui s'en vont un par un. On voit nos frères en Dieu aussi qui s'en vont un par un.
So, what to speak about them?
Donc, que dire à propos de cela?
Because separation, viraha, actually not so easy to express in our words.
Parce que la séparation, viraha, n'est pas si facile à exprimer avec nos mots.
And when you remember, then heart will be melt.
Et quand on se souvient, à ce moment-là, le cœur fond.
Gopa Kumara told his own life history in front of his disciple, Mathur Brahman Janasarma.
Donc Gopa Kumara a parlé de cela devant son disciple Mathura Brahman.
Mathur Brahman.
Mathur Brahman.
And his name was Jana Sarma.
Son nom était Jana Sarma.
Mathur Brahman Jana Sarma, he asked his guru, Gopa Kumara, why did not you stay in Vrindavan?
Donc Jana Sarma, le brahman de Mathura, a demandé à son maître spirituel, Gopa Kumara, pourquoi tu n'es pas resté à Vrindavan?
When your Gurudev departed, then why did not you stay in Vrindavan?
Quand ton maître spirituel a quitté ce monde, pourquoi n'es-tu pas resté à Vrindavan?
You understand? Actually, this story that when Gopa Kumara, he received diksa mantra from his guru, Jayanta.
Donc Gopa Kumara, il avait reçu l'initiation de son maître spirituel, Jayanta.
Then his guru left, disappeared.
Et soudainement, son gourou est parti, il a quitté ce monde.
And Gopa Kumara, he felt pang of separation from his guru.
Et Gopa Kumara ressentait les affres de la séparation de son maître spirituel.
So Gopa Kumara told, when I used to stay in Vrindavan, then I remember my Gurudev, and so much separation coming in my heart.
Donc Gopa Kumara a expliqué que quand il résidait à Vrindavan, il voyait en fait tous les endroits où il avait l'habitude d'être avec son maître spirituel et tellement de séparation, en fait, inondait son cœur.
I searched my Gurudev, all the kunjas of Vrindavan, two sides, bank of Jamuna.
J'ai cherché mon maître spirituel partout dans Vrindavan et le long des deux rives de la Yamuna.
Then I think I did not stay in Vrindavan.
Pour cette raison, c'était très difficile pour moi de rester à Vrindavan. J'ai décidé de partir.
Then Gopa Kumara, he left Vrindavan. He also came in Prayag. Then he went, what is called? And what is called? That is called Ananta Padmanabh. Trivandrum. Then Jagannath Puri. Then in this way he left.
Donc Gopa Kumara est dans un premier temps allé à Prayag, ensuite il a été à Trivandrum et ensuite à Jagannath Puri.
Because Gopa Kumara, he told, when I say Vrindavan, that time all my Gurudev's Leela, everything is manifest in my heart, and then my heart melted, very difficult to tolerate that separation.
Et Gopa Kumara expliquait que quand il était à Vrindavan, tous les souvenirs lui revenaient de la présence de son Gurudev et à ce moment-là, son cœur fondait de séparation et c'était très difficile pour lui de tolérer cela.
I like Keshava Gosvami Maharaja. When he used to come in Mayapur, Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada Samadhi temple, then he was crying, he cannot speak Prabhupada. Just Prabhu, this level coming, then his tears falling down and throat completely choked.
Srila Keshava Gosvami Maharaja, quand il s'est rendu sur les lieux du Samadhi de son Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada, il pleurait tellement et il n'arrivait même pas à prononcer le nom de Prabhupada. Il disait Pra et après il fondait en larmes.
So now coming in this way, dukkha madhye kon dukkha hoy gurutar, Krishna viraha dukkha vina nahi upar. And when you separate from devotee of Krishna, and actually this is very painful in our heart.
Quand on est brutalement séparé des dévots de Krishna, c'est très douloureux pour le cœur.
So now coming this, just I remember you also again remind to us. And Uma Didi's life history and her sadhana, bhajana, everything.
Mais je me souviens encore et encore de la personnalité de Srimati Uma Didi, l'exemple qu'elle a donné et dans sa pratique de la sadhana.
Uma Didi actually she was born in high class Vaishnava family.
Uma Didi était née dans une famille de Vaishnava de très haut niveau.
On the bank of Ganges.
Sur les rives du Gange.
Her mother, She was the disciple of Bhakti Pragyana Keshava.
Sa mère était disciple de Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Gosvami Maharaja.
In her early age, she also associated with her mother and used to run Navadvip parikrama.
Donc, dès son plus jeune âge, elle allait avec sa mère, elle faisait le parikrama de Navadvip avec elle.
And Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Gosvami Maharaj told you have to take diksa mantra, but she told no, I will not take now. But Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Gosvami Maharaj by force gave Kanchi Mala on her knee.
Donc Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Gosvami Maharaja a dit à sa mère que non, tu dois recevoir le diksha maintenant. Et elle était très humble, elle disait non, je ne suis pas qualifiée, mais il l'a fait de force.
Then Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Gosvami Maharaj departed. Then she took diksa, Harinam diksa from Srila Guru Padma, Srila Vishnu Vishnupada, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Srila Vamana.
Donc de force, il lui a donné un Kuntimala. Et après, Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Gosvami Maharaja a quitté ce monde. Donc finalement, elle a reçu le diksha de Bhakti Vedanta Vamana Gosvami Maharaja.
But see, in the beginning, she was so much attached in Trichura Mott and also Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja.
Donc elle était dès le début très attachée à la mat.
And Trichura.
Trichura Mat. Et elle était très attachée à Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja.
And that temple name is called Uddharan Gauriya
C'est Uddharan Gauriya Mat.
Very close to her house also. Only from her house you can walk only 10 minutes.
C'était très proche de sa maison, à 10 minutes à pied.
So every day she used to come in the temple and to listen Hari Katha from Bhakti Vedanta Srila Trivikrama Gosvami.
Et tous les jours, elle avait pour habitude de se rendre au temple pour écouter les classes de Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada Goswami Maharaja.
And Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaj, mostly he gave class about Vedanta Darshan.
Et Srila Trivikrama Gosvami
always he gave class about Vedanta Darshan.
Et Srila Trivikrama Goswami Maharaja donnait principalement des classes sur le Vedanta.
He did not speak Raskatha, Raslakatha, he did not speak. Mostly he gave class about Vedanta. Jive Sarup Bhai Krishna Nitya Krishna Nitya Shakti Vedanta. Every day he also continued this class.
Donc, tous les jours, il traitait ces sujets-là. Il ne donnait pas spécialement de classe sur les rasa.
And for this regard, she is very expert to Vedanta Darshan. She knows Vedanta Darshan and tattva-siddhanta, everything.
C'est pourquoi elle est devenue très experte dans la connaissance du Vedanta et de toutes les vérités philosophiques fondamentales.
Actually, I think most of you met with him, Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaj, no? Very few also you met with Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaj.
Donc parmi vous, juste quelques-uns ont dû rencontrer Srila Bhakti Vedanta Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaj.
But every year he also used to come Navadvip Vrindavan parikrama, and 1-2 months he was staying in our Kesavji Gauriya Math.
Et bien tous les ans, il venait à l'occasion du parikrama de Prajnana à Vrindavan et il restait 1 ou 2 mois avec nous dans le temple.
And mostly he gave class Vedanta Darshan, Jiv Tattva, Maya Tattva, Bhakti Tattva.
Et il donnait donc plus particulièrement des classes sur le Vedanta, sur qu'est-ce que le Jiva, qu'est-ce que l'énergie matérielle, Maya.
Why I'm saying? Because Uma Didi is so much associated with high class Vaishnava. And he learned, and she learned all tattva-siddhanta foundation.
Srimati Uma Didi a eu tellement d'associations avec de très grands Vaishnavas et elle a appris toutes les fondations philosophiques de la Bhakti.
And she has a nistha with Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaja also.
Elle avait une foi particulièrement forte en Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaja.
And she has also nistha with Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaja.
Et également envers Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaja.
It's like you have seen the bell leaves, no? Bell leaves, 3 leaves and 1
Stem.
stem.
Ok, donc il y a des feuilles du bel. Un arbre qui s'appelle le bel. Donc il y a 3 feuilles comme ça. 3 lobes, d'accord.
You can see there 3 leaves are there. Going this way, in the middle.
D'accord.
So that means is that. And Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaja, Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja, Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaja.
Donc ça,
And that is called Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva.
on les compare à Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaja, Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaja et Srila Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja. Brahma, Vishnu et Shiva.
Understand? In our Glorification Samiti, everybody also called and Vamana Gosvami Maharaj is as like Brahma. And Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaj is as like Vishnu. Or Srila Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaj is as like Shiva.
Donc dans notre Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti, on comparait souvent Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaj à Brahma, Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaj à Vishnu et Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada Gosvami Maharaj à Shiva.
Understand? Because that time only one Acharya who gives diksa, Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaj. So he is called Brahma. Brahma treats in the same way. Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaj is as like Brahma. Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaj, Vishnu compared with Vishnu, because Vishnu nourishment to all the living entity. In the same way, Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaj, he nourishment to all the disciples of Vamana Gosvami Maharaj and Hari Katha this way. So for this we call him, he as like Vishnu. As Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaj as like Shiva. Shiva's duty is what? Very powerful. In the same way, Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaj Katha, Hari Katha, very powerful. And destroy all your anartha.
Donc à cette époque, il n'y avait qu'un seul acharya qui donnait l'initiation, c'était Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Vamana Gosvami Maharaja. Et donc à ce titre, c'est pour ça aussi qu'on l'appelait Brahma. Et il y avait donc Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaja qu'on appelait Vishnu, parce que Vishnu, il soutient et il nourrit tous les êtres. Et il soutenait donc aussi tous les disciples de Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaja.
So happy because Uma Didi, she always associated 3 great Vaishnavas.
Donc Srila Uma Didi,
Vamana Gosvami Maharaja, Narayana Gosvami, Trivikrama Gosvami.
Srimati Uma Didi s'est associé avec ces 3 grands Vaishnavas. Et il y avait donc Bhaktivedanta Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja qui lui était appelé Shiva parce que Shiva il détruisait toutes les choses indésirables dans le cœur des disciples.
Then she came in Mathura and she was staying in our Keshava Gaudiya.
Donc elle est venue à Mathura et elle est restée dans notre Keshava Gaudiya.
And she gave everything to Srila Gurudev Narayana Gosvami Maharaj.
Et là, elle s'est complètement abandonnée à Srila Gurudev Narayana Gosvami Maharaja.
All her money, everything, she gave to Srila Gurudev Narayana Gosvami.
Toutes ses possessions, elle a tout donné.
And she was staying in our Keshava completely. Dinam Akinchan. Akinchan is that?
Donc elle est restée dans la mat sans aucune possession.
Completely sacrificed herself and surrendered to the respect of Guru. That Sanskrit word, they call Vikrita Pashu. Vikrita Pashu means sold out animal.
Donc elle s'est complètement sacrifiée et elle s'est offerte en fait à Srila Gurudev.
And she learned, she cooked also very nice. Everybody like, every brahmacharis, every sannyasis, like her cook.
Elle cuisinait extraordinairement bien et tous les brahmacharis, tous les sannyasis aimaient sa cuisine.
So much love and affection there. And one thing I saw also, she always chanting holy names. I don't know when she sleep. Mostly she also wakes up at 2 a.m. Night and chanting holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Every day he chanted and 1 lakh holy names, 64 rounds holy names.
Donc j'ai pu remarquer qu'elle était qu'elle était tout le temps en train de chanter les cendres. Et je me rappelle, bon, c'était difficile de savoir quand elle dormait. Elle se réveillait tous les jours à 2h du matin et elle chantait les cendres. En réalité, elle chantait tous les jours 64 tours de japa.
Actually, she is the senior most disciple of our Gurudev.
C'est la plus aînée de tous les disciples de Srila Gurudev.
But she gives respect to everybody.
Mais elle donnait son respect à tout un chacun.
Very humble. Nadapi Sunij Tariva Shreshna Omanino Mano Dena. This is her.
Donc elle était d'une humilité transcendantale.
So for this regard, everybody loved her.
Pour toutes ses qualités, tout le monde l'aimait.
Holy name, tattva-siddhanta, he gives class, very harikatha.
Elle donnait des classes merveilleuses sur la philosophie Vaishnava.
Tattva-siddhanta. For this regard, Srila Gurudev Srila Gosvami Maharaja told her, you have to go preach Western country.
C'est pourquoi Srila Gurudev, Narayana Goswami Maharaja, il a dit, maintenant tu dois aller prêcher dans les pays occidentaux.
She came in Western country, America, England, Europe, Australia, everywhere. And she preached very nicely.
Et elle a prêché merveilleusement bien aux États-Unis, en Europe, en Australie, partout.
I'm going everywhere, and all they also remember to.
Et partout où elle est passée, elle a laissé un souvenir indélébile.
Very difficult to forget her love and affection.
C'est très difficile d'oublier son amour et son affection.
And especially Prajnana parikrama, Navadip dham parikrama. She used to come every year.
Et tous les ans, elle venait.
She did not stop missing.
Tous les ans, elle venait au parikrama de Prajnana, de Navadvip.
And always she is servicing. If anybody gives some pranami, she kept. And she used that pranami for Navadip dham parikrama or Brajamandal parikrama.
Elle était toujours en train de servir. Si jamais quelqu'un lui faisait une donation d'argent, automatiquement elle l'utilisait pour le parikrama de Vrajmandal ou de Navadvip.
She did not use anything for her own sense gratification.
Elle ne gardait rien pour l'utilisation, pour sa gratification sensorielle personnelle.
This is always is also and servicing Guru Vaishnavas.
Toujours absorbée dans le
service
et Vaishnava, avec amour et affection pour tous les êtres.
She also came Western country many times. How many times? I forget. In her advanced stage, she also traveled Western countries. And all religion she gave, and she offered to the hand of Srila Gurudev Narayana Goswami Maharaja.
Et même jusqu'à un âge très avancé, elle a voyagé dans les pays occidentaux. Et toutes les donations qu'elle recevait, elle les déposait dans les mains de Srila Gurudev.
And always listen Harikatha.
Elle était toujours aussi absorbée dans l'écoute du Harikatha.
This is her one specialty also. She listen Harikatha from Vaishnavas.
C'était un de ses attributs, elle écoutait Harikatha des Vaishnavas beaucoup.
And she has so much love and affection with Tirtha Maharaj and so with me.
Et elle avait tellement d'amour et d'affection pour Tirtha Maharaj et pour moi aussi.
This spontaneous, she has love and affection this way.
Un amour spontané.
And cooking, if she cooked anything, she offered to Gurudev, that prasad had to give to us.
Quoi qu'elle cuisine, elle l'offrait à Gurudev et on en avait toujours pour nous.
Just this Kartik. In this Kartik parikrama. And we are there. She cooked very nicely. She also offered for us.
Pendant the last Kartik, parikrama, dans le dernier parikrama de Kartik, elle cuisinait.
This last Kartik.
Elle était là, elle cuisinait, et elle nous envoyait toujours du prashad.
any Guru Varga's appearance and disappearance. She also put very nice, different kinds of preparation.
Pour tous les festivals, c'était pour l'apparition ou la disparition des grands Vaishnavas, et elle cuisinait aussi.
Always service, seva.
Cette tendance au service était très forte chez elle.
Once, Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja, he told, how gopis, they, Krishna ki Hridaya ko capture kar liya. How gopis capture the heart of Krishna.
Un jour, Srila Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja a parlé de comment les gopis captivent le cœur de Krishna.
Because gopis, they prepare many kinds of preparation and offer to Krishna.
Parce que les gopis, elles préparent tellement de mets qu'elles offrent aussi à Krishna.
So in this way, gopis, they capture the heart of Krishna.
C'est une des façons par lesquelles elles capturent le cœur de Krishna.
Do you understand? Especially Srimati Radhika. She prepared one kind of laddu that is called Manohar Laddu. What laddu? Manohar Laddu.
Particulièrement Srimati Radhika. Qui prépare un laddu très particulier qui s'appelle Manohar Laddu.
Understand? So one Srimati Radhika, she prepared this laddu. And how did name? Manohar Laddu. And gave to Krishna. Srimati Radhika gave to Dhanishta. Dhanishta over to Krishna.
Donc un jour, Srimati Radhika a préparé ce laddu si particulier, Manohar. Elle l'a confié à Dhanishta qui a été l'offrir à Krishna.
Then Srimati Radhika, little bit far away, she was looking. And how Krishna is eating my preparation, Manohar Laddu.
Et Srimati Radhika regardait un peu de loin comment Krishna allait savourer son laddu.
Then Krishna just little bit ate and keeping.
Et Krishna, il en a juste goûté un tout petit peu, et après il l'a gardé.
Why?
Pourquoi?
And also showing, externally saying, oh, this is not good.
Et il montrait des signes comme si c'était pas très bon.
And keeping this. Why? Because this is very nice laddu, then all the sakhas, because when Krishna took prasad, and Subal Sridham, all they were surrounded, and said, oh, this prasad is very nice. So Krishna eat and they take. But Krishna is thinking, this Manohar Laddu, I ate something. And this, my prasad, who will take? Srimati Radhika. So for this regard, Krishna showing this way, oh, this laddu is not tasty.
Krishna, en fait, il a fait comme si ce laddu n'était pas très bon, tout simplement pour éviter que tous ses amis qui étaient autour de lui ne prennent son prashad. Parce que s'ils avaient vu que c'était bon, alors ils se seraient rués dessus. Donc il voulait garder ce prashad pour Srimati Radhika.
So Krishna, he left this thing. Then Sakha said, oh, maybe this laddu is not good, not tasty. So they did not take.
Donc là, ses amis, ils ont vu que bon, Krishna n'avait pas l'air franchement satisfait. Ils se sont dit, bon, ce laddu ne va pas être terrible, en fait.
And actually this remnant going to Srimati Radhika.
Et c'est comme ça que Krishna a réservé ses restes pour Srimati Radhika.
So in this way, why I am saying this? Externally, saying this is not good, actually this is best.
Donc pourquoi je raconte ça, c'est qu'en fait, à l'extérieur, on avait l'impression que c'était pas bon, mais en fait, c'était vraiment le meilleur plat qui soit.
Understand? If I tell, oh, your cook is very nice, then you become very popped.
Donc si je veux dire, oh, ta cuisine est délicieuse, là, tout de suite, tu vas devenir fier.
This is true. And if I say, oh, this is not good, then you will become upset.
Si je te dis que c'est pas bon, là, tu risques de t'énerver.
But actually, Uma Didi, she cooked very nice. All the preparation very nice.
Mais Srimati Uma Didi, elle cuisine merveilleusement bien. Toutes sortes de préparations.
Perfect. Especially Bengali preparation.
Particulièrement les recettes du Bengale.
That is called incredible.
Incredible.
Understand? Nice prasad. And especially Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja, Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaja, and Srila Narayana Goswami, all the asked, the Uma Didi, Uma, she cooked or not? And we say in Navadip Dham Parikrama, or Vajamandal Parikrama, when Srila Gurudev, Vamana Goswami Maharaja, Narayana Goswami Maharaja, Trivikrama used to come, they asked, the Uma Didi, she cooked or not?
Et particulièrement Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaja, Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaja et Trivikrama Gosvami Maharaja, à chaque fois au parikrama de Prajnana ou Navadu qui s'enquérait, est-ce que Srimati Uma Didi a cuisiné aujourd'hui?
In this way, she was very expert to cook.
Elle avait une grande expertise de la cuisine.
So, only you learn Shastra, nothing. But you have to serve, seva, Shastra Gyan, and also Sarvicharana. This is both needed.
Donc, accumuler la connaissance des shastras, ce n'est pas suffisant. Il faut avoir cette tendance, il faut servir, avoir cette tendance à servir. Ces deux choses sont indispensables.
In our Gaudiya philosophy, and you have to learn how to cook.
Ceci est notre philosophie Gaudiya. On doit aussi apprendre comment cuisiner.
If you go Golok Vrindavan, what will you do there?
Si vous allez à Golok Vrindavan, qu'est-ce que vous allez faire?
Only study Shastra.
All
All their Shastra, all the Veda riches, understand? They manifested in the form of the Gopi.
Donc si vous allez là-bas, est-ce que vous allez vous absorber juste dans l'étude des Écritures? Les Écritures même ont pris forme là-bas sous la forme de Gopi. Toutes les Védas, les Upanishads, les Vana, elles sont des Gopis là-bas. Tout ça est prouvé par les Srimad Bhagavatam.
So sadhu, you have to learn how to cook.
Donc on doit apprendre comment cuisiner.
Radhikar Bhakana Vindavanyan Paramanandi Krishna Karena Bhajan. Srimati Radhika, she is very expert to prepare many kinds of preparation. And Krishna, he is.
Srimati Radhika est experte à préparer toutes sortes de préparations et elles sont destinées à Krishna qui les savoure.
Actually, in our Gaudiya tradition, after receiving diksa mantra from Guru, you have to learn two things. First, you have to learn how to cook properly. And second, you have to how to worship Vigraha Shiva.
Donc dans notre lignée Gaudiya Vaishnava, une fois qu'on a reçu l'initiation Diksha, il y a deux choses qu'on doit apprendre en particulier. C'est comment cuisiner et comment adorer la Bhakti.
Vigraha Shiva. Two things are very important.
Ces deux choses sont très importantes.
One, service in kitchen, or another, archana.
Donc le service dans la cuisine et le service sur l'autel.
Understand? Our Vaishnava Prabhu, whenever come, he always cooking.
Comme la Vaishnava
He is very expert to cook.
À chaque fois que je viens, il est toujours en train de cuisiner. Très expert.
And so much love and affection.
I'm trying to follow in the footsteps of Yamunani.
I try to get some inspiration from Aristotle. He is a very expert.
And many years, when we were staying, Jamuna Didi, she did not come. When we were staying with you in the boat, that time you cooked or not?
Quand je suis venu et qu'on a fait le programme sur le bateau, Yamuna n'était pas là, c'est toi qui as cuisiné.
I know, this is your
humility.
Je sais que c'est ton humilité qui te fait parler comme ça.
That time few devotees, we are staying in boat. And who are staying with our boat? With you are staying? Very nice people.
On avait loué une péniche pour le programme.
Every day Mangalarti, Harikatha, in the boat. Very nice.
Tous les jours, tout le programme sur un bateau.
Yeah.
It was in Paris, à Paris.
Paris, yeah. Very nice place.
Pictures of that. Pictures.
That time no one used the
Smartphone,
camera.
il n'y avait pas de
We have camera
smartphone.
that time.
No, I don't think
That
so.
time not. Then we came. Vaishnavas and so much love and affection. From beginning to now. So much love and affection. And we're staying his house also twice. There is the program in board. I cannot forget. So much love. And cooking 3 times he cooked.
Srila Prabhu, il avait tellement d'affection et d'amour depuis le début. J'ai été déjà au début 2 fois chez lui, puis après on a fait ce fameux programme sur le bateau. Jamais j'oublierai ce programme.
Our service is unique.
Le service qu'il rend est unique.
And love and affection. So everybody, every service. And once I remember in Govardhan, Gurudev also. One day I also explained about it. The Gurudev, when will take sannyas?
Et tout l'amour et l'affection qu'il a pour les sannyasis, je me rappelle une fois à Govardhan, je décrivais en fait le service d'Harisana Prabhu à Gurudev. Et Gurudev, il m'a regardé, il a dit, mais quand est-ce qu'il va prendre sannyas?
Could you remember the Govardhan once Gurudev also there, disappearance day of Bhakti Swami Maharaj. No, appearance of Swami Maharaj. Disappearance of Swami Maharaj in Govardhan. And in Prajnana parikrama, many sannyasis glorified in that time he was.
Donc ça c'était le jour de nous célébrions la disparition de Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada à Govardhan pendant le parikrama. Il y avait beaucoup de sannyasis qui étaient là.
Actually, externally, he is this white dress, but actually, internally, he is sannyasi.
Extérieurement, il a l'habit blanc, les grillasta, mais à l'intérieur, il est un sannyasi.
Always Prakasatma Prabhu and also Vaishnava, they are calling good brothers always. As like Nityananda and Mahaprabhu.
Et avec Prakasatma Prabhu, ils sont toujours en train de se quereller.
Advaita Acharya, Nityananda. When I used to come to their house, they are quarreling to brothers. Your brothers are quarreling. I am not going. In the middle.
Ils ont des querelles d'amour et d'affection comme les frères en Dieu, comme Nityananda et Shri Advaita. Et quand je les voyais se quereller, je ne m'immisçais pas dans leur querelle. Je préfère pas rentrer dedans.
So I am saying because I again come back, Uma Didi, she was very expert. So how to cook. And especially different kinds of Bengali service. Especially, you don't know the answer is called mocha gunta. You know mocha gunta?
Banana flour.
Banana flour, how to cook. Very hard also. Not so easy to cook.
Je reviens au talent incroyable de Srimati Uma Didi en cuisine. Elle pouvait faire toutes sortes de délicieuses préparations, notamment des recettes du Bengale et notamment cette fleur de bananier qui est si difficile à cuisiner.
Especially Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's very favorite 2 things, 2 kinds of sabji. One is called Dudh Lagluki and
Et Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, il avait 2 plats de légumes préférés. C'était notamment cette fleur de bananier et une courge. Ça?
Dudh Lagluki, understand?
Yes.
What is that?
A kind of courge.
And white pumpkin.
Pumpkin, yes.
And also boiling with milk.
C'est une courge qui a été bouillie dans le lait.
We are saying this was not so easy to prepare. Mahaprabhu is very favorite. For this regard, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, day before taking sannyas, he came in Siddhar and he took these things and banana flowers and white pumpkin, that is called. And
donc c'est pourquoi Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, juste avant, le jour avant de prendre sannyas, il a été acheter des fleurs de bananier et cette courge particulière.
And because Uma Didi is very expert and cook these types of preparation.
Et Uma Didi préparait ce type de plat extrêmement bien.
All Vaishnava were there very happy.
Tous les Vaishnavas étaient comblés.
And her bhajan sadhana always absorbed.
Et elle était toujours absorbée
Remembering
dans sa
pastimes of
pratique
Krishna.
spirituelle.
And she was very humble.
Très humble, elle se rappelait constamment
already I told.
les divertissements de Krishna.
Vaishnava, 26 types of qualifications of Vaishnava in her heart.
Il y a 26 sortes de qualifications Vaishnava dans notre cœur.
For this regard, 26 qualifications, 26 gun Vaishnava.
Elle avait donc ces 26
Kripalu,
qualités.
Akshador, Sapta, Samasar, Vadanu, Kovi, Daksha, Mauni, Chaitanya Charitamrita makes me this. There are 26 types of qualifications of Vaishnava. Kripalu, she is very merciful. Kripalu, Akshador, Kripalu, Akshador, Kovi, Daksha, Mauni. She wrote many articles also.
Elle a écrit de nombreux articles aussi.
Understand? Could you write one article? Write one article. Write one article.
Est-ce que tu pourrais écrire un article, toi?
Writing or not?
No, I can try.
You can try, yes.
About what?
Yeah, you already write some article. This is true. Now you practice, nice come.
Si on pratique, on y arrive.
So I will Uma Didi is all qualifications. This way.
Donc Uma Didi, elle avait toutes les qualifications.
Kripalu, Akradudha, Sapta, Samasar, and you always speak the truth.
Elle disait toujours la vérité.
So, just I also know what you say. Akritodro. Akritodro means no one is enemy.
Donc elle n'avait d'inimitié envers personne.
Lazy also. If you do bhajana and sadhana, so you automatically everybody make friendship with you.
Donc si on pratique la vie spirituelle, la sadhana, automatiquement tout l'environnement se lie d'amitié avec vous.
So what will I speak? Just
Mahaprabhu.
Quality of Mother.
Practice sadhana, everybody make friendship with you.
26
26 qualities.
26 qualities of
Vaishnava in the heart.
So, another what did I speak? Just
Viraha.
She knows many tattva-siddhanta shastra. Harikatha.
Elle connaissait très bien les écritures.
Everybody has so many things also. He also traveled all over the world, preached very nice. Everybody remember?
Elle a tellement bien prêché dans le monde entier, tout le monde se souvient d'elle.
Understand? Yeah. So, bhajan sadhana, Guru Kripa, and her nistha, bhakti, after that.
Elle a reçu la miséricorde de Gurudev.
Always smiling face.
Yeah.
You see, always
Smiling.
smiling.
Elle avait toujours un visage souriant.
This and chanting holy names. This. She never criticized to anyone.
Elle chantait constamment les saints.
Always she absorbed her sadhana.
Elle ne critiquait jamais personne, elle était toujours absorbée dans sa pratique spirituelle.
No politics, nothing.
Aucune
What you are
politique,
doing?
aucune querelle.
She left Mathura, then she was staying in Vrindavan Gopinath.
Après avoir été à Mathura, elle est restée à Gopinath Bhavan, à Vrindavan.
Also Roxanata on the top floor.
Before was staying.
Before Gopinath.
Gopinath Bhavan, first few years, she was staying in Gopinath Bhavan. Ranga Devi, she also served her very nicely.
Ranga Devi l'a servi pendant toutes ces années, merveilleusement bien.
And everybody. Oh no, I want to say this. This was very expert to cooking. What is it called? Mocha Ghanta and? Understand? Another also very difficult to cook. What is it called? One is called? Posto. What is it called?
Posto.
Pasta.
Posto.
Posto. With the poppy seeds.
Poppy seed. She's very expert to cook.
Une chose qu'elle cuisine. C'est quoi poppy?
Poppy seed, understand?
Poppy seeds.
Des pavots. Des graines de pavot.
Ah d'accord, c'est des graines de pavot. Elle préparait très bien aussi.
Understand? Sometimes she just tried.
But no
But
success.
how to cook?
Need to be born in a Bengali body.
Very
Next slide.
difficult.
C'est très difficile de cuisiner comme elle le faisait.
So different art actually. Service always service, seva bhakti. Mahaprabhu, Prabhu kohe Vaishnava seva nam sankirtan dui karo sigra bhave govinda. Nam sankirtan Vaishnava seva, Guru seva, Vaishnava seva.
Donc, c'est les enseignements de Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, il était toujours absorbé dans le Nam Sankirtan et dans le Seva, Guru Seva, Vaishnava Seva.
I am doing parikrama, dham parikrama. Sometimes he also did Govardhan parikrama, Vrindavan parikrama, Panchakoshi parikrama.
Elle faisait parfois le Govardhan parikrama, parfois le Vrindavan parikrama.
Remember?
Je me souviens de tout ça.
Also you remember Sita Devi, so much love and affection with her Didi, what is his name? Malati Didi.
On se rappelle de Sita Devi aussi, elle avait tellement d'affection, d'amitié, d'amour pour Malati.
And she was chanting holy name, and she was also cooked many things. Last, before COVID, when I came, she also cooked many kinds of preparation.
Avant que tout cet épisode du Covid, mais elle cuisinait très souvent pour les Vaishnavas, chantait les saints noms.
Et
beaucoup de gâteaux.
Especially Prajnana Prabhu, he is so generous, giving shelter to everybody.
Et Prakashat Mahaprabhu, dans sa grande générosité, il a donné refuge à tous les dévots, notamment à Paris, en organisant des Namahada, des programmes de Bhakti.
Namahada program, every. Many years we did program in house.
Et pendant plusieurs années, on a fait les festivals dans sa maison.
And all devotees also staying together. Many years we did. How many years? 10 years, more than 10 years. 12 years.
Et pendant 12 ans, et à chaque fois, on restait tous ensemble chez lui.
A nice love and affection, all devotees staying together.
Tous les dévots qui restaient ensemble.
I cannot forget, so I think, why did you not arrange program in your house?
Me? Because it's too small, Maharaj.
Heart is not small. And heart is small, but house is small, but heart is very big.
Maharaj, il ne peut pas oublier cette période, et il demande à Malati, mais pourquoi on n'a pas fait le programme chez toi? Et Malati, Prakash Prabhu, il dit, parce que c'est trop petit. Mais non, il dit, ok, la maison est petite, mais le cœur est grand.
Many Vaishnavas came in his house also.
Beaucoup d'autres Vaishnavas qui sont venus chez eux aussi.
Not myself, many Vaishnavas came. Uma Didi also came.
Juste moi, Uma Didi.
Also,
Narayana Gosvami Maharaja. Bhakti Buddha Bodhayan Goswami
Goswami
Maharaj,
Maharaj,
Madhav Maharaj,
Madhav Maharaj, and Gurudev came, no, not Bhashan.
Gurudev, we wanted.
Huh?
We wanted, but too late.
Prajnana Prabhu came also.
Prajnana Prabhu came. And in his house, actually, Mahatirtha, all Vaishnavas come.
Donc sa maison, c'est devenu un lieu saint. Tous les Vaishnavas ont été là-bas.
Hein?
Shroti Maharaj était là.
Prajnana Maharaj. Hein?
Bhakti, Siddhanta Maharaj came also.
Then Maharaj came to your house?
No, he was supposed to come, but he...
Ah, okay, he was supposed to come, he never came. Bhakti Kinkar Damodar Maharaj came also.
Kinkar Maharaj, Sridhar Maharaj.
Sridhar Maharaj.
That house is called Mahatirtha. All Vaishnavas.
Ça, c'est un lieu saint, tous les Vaishnavas ont été là-bas, elles se sont rendues là-bas.
Jedina griye bhajana dekhi griye te guru ko bhai. Charana sindhu dekhiya Ganga sukna. When Vaishnava coming in their house is called Gopa Kumara.
Quand les Vaishnavas se rendent dans la maison de Grihastha, cette maison, ça devient Goloka Vrindavan.
Where is Gopa Vrindavan? Where is Vaishnava? Where is Harikatha?
Où se trouve Goloka Vrindavan? Il se trouve là où sont les Vaishnavas. Il y a le Harikatha.
So Vaishnava, all the Vaishnavas, same Harinava.
Donc quand tous les Vaishnavas se rassemblent pour le Harikatha, ça c'est très important dans nos vies.
So today here is the last program, and especially Krishnasam Prabhu, Srila Maharaj, and Prakasatma Prabhu, Malati Devi, of their generous give shelter to us.
Et aujourd'hui c'est le dernier jour de notre programme et on doit apprécier comment Prakasatma Prabhu, Arishtanasham Prabhu, Srila Maharaj, Malati Devi, ils nous ont donné un refuge.
And also Hidananda Prabhu. Yogamaya Didi, where is she now?
You would like me to call her?
Yeah, she can speak few words.
Haribol.
Everybody is servicing here. Understand? Jabana Didi, she is cooking already. Sleeping neat also. Without sleeping out, other will become crazy. Need sleep. And washing pot.
Radha Govinda
Prabhu. Very Radha Govinda Prabhu.
They have so much.
He is always keep cooking. Sunanda Didi. Balaram Prabhu. Hindu Prabha Didi. Radha Dasi. I'll take which name I'll take. He's singing very nice. She sings very nice. Now she is very that place, I think. Merpo. Everybody right? Or which one?
Damodar Prabhu.
Damodar Prabhu, from Holland. Our her name? Sudevi Devi Dasi ki jai. Ukraine. Arjun. Radha Das already told, eh?
Making God.
Huh?
Narayana making God.
Narmani Manjari. She will or
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Gosvami Maharaja.
You wanted to
Jogmaya Devi, she speaks few words. So come.
Haribo.
Today is last day.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Gaura Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Vana iti namine Vandeham Bhakti Chakora Gaurangariya Prestitam Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Vanam Namastuyam Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. So first of all, I want to say that my English is not so good. I will try to do my best. I want to offer my Koti Koti Dandavat Pranams to my beloved Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada, and to all Vaishnavas, to all Rupa Nuga Guru Varga. I'm very nervous to speak, but because Gurudev is asking me to purify my tongue and for the pleasure of Srila Gurudev and all Vaishnavas, I will try to say something. First thing that I want to say is thank you to everyone, especially to Gurudev and to everyone to come here. Srimati Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Srila Maharaj, Srimati Didi, Aristasana Prabhu, Prakashatma Prabhu. All devotees are blessing me, Srila Gurudev. I feel so happy to have everyone here because we know everyone is suffering in this world. Myself also, I can relate, suffering. I live in this house alone. My job is to take care of the house. So most of the time I'm alone here, the whole year, you know. And I would like to have this moment forever, you know. I would like to stay with you, to have this festival forever, every day. Even I'm just sleeping 2, 3, 4 hours, I don't care. I really want to stay with Srila Gurudev forever, with all my God brothers and sisters, all Vaishnavas. This is real happiness, this is real life. And I feel so blissful, so blessed, so happy to have you here. And I don't want to see that everyone is leaving tomorrow. So, you know, I feel like a really baby, like my God brother Prajnana Prabhu said yesterday, that I also feel really baby. I don't know anything, but the only thing that I know is that I'm very blissful, very fortunate to have the shelter of my Srila Gurudev and the association of all devotees. And I pray to all of you, please bless me to have your association. And what can I say? You know, I heard from Srila Gurudev that even if the Himalayas is a pen, all the ocean is ink. We cannot finish describing the glories of Sadhu Guru Vaishnavas. And Shastra say, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Koi, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Koi.
Prabuphadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Narayana Itina Vanchakarpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnave namo namaha. So, our beloved Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaja asked me to tell a few words. I'm really sorry because I have no aptitude, no quality to speak in the Vaishnava assembly. All I can say is that remembering the first time I came to see my Srila Gurudev, it was in France, in Best Place, and for me it was a wonderful thing because a few years before I started to read the books of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada. It was the Bhagavad Gita, and it was so wonderful to discover these teachings and the deep commentaries of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada. I was thinking in myself how wonderful must be a Vaishnava. What kind of personality is a Vaishnava? I would like to meet one day one Vaishnava. And so, when I came to Srila Gurudev, it was by the mercy of the father of Srila Dadasi, because Taru Krishnadas Prabhu, he told me, now you should go to see one Vaishnava. Very great Vaishnava is coming to France. So I came to Best Place. I did not know anything, and when I saw Srila Gurudev for the first time, I was really impressed, and I could see Srila Prabhupada also beside of him, like in a mystical vision. I did not understood what happened here, but as long as the festival was happening, I understood, okay, because Srila Gurudev, he was very expert to enter in your heart and to make you feel, okay, I'm your eternal friend now. You can trust me. So I realized, it is a Vaishnava. It is a transcendental personality, Vaishnava. And for me, I thought, okay, I'm not a Vaishnava. I probably never will be a Vaishnava. But if ever I can have the mercy to serve a little bit this magnificent personality, for me my life will be a success. So till today I did not succeed in serving the Vaishnava, the great Vaishnava, Srila Gurudev. But I can say that in every step of my spiritual life, I receive the help and the mercy also of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada Gosvami Maharaja. From the beginning, he was still there with me in every important step. The first time I came, he gave me his blessing to go to the Vrindavan parikrama, because I remember I was in Prakash Atma's place and I was looking at some photos of parikrama. I did not know about parikrama. I was looking at the photo and I told to Maharaj, what is this? I saw so many devotees in India. This is parikrama. Yeah, I don't know. What is parikrama? You don't know? You will go. And he beat me with his danda. You will go. And like magically, the next year I received money to go to this parikrama. It was my first parikrama with Srila Gurudev. And so many experience, so many help, and so many, care I feel from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Gosvami Maharaja. And for me, it's also very important because it reminds me the presence of Srila Gurudev, our Srila Gurudev. And every time I'm in his association, I can feel the presence of Srila Gurudev. For me, it's a gift. I cannot even measure the quality of this gift. So, from the core of my very dirty heart, I pray Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada Maharaj. I hope he will come again and again, again and again and again. I offer my pranam to everybody. It's such a wonderful opportunity, occasion to be all together and to meet also, because we meet, we don't know each other, and so it's very precious, the Sangha, all the care we can have for one another. So it is very precious, in fact, and it is also transcendental, and it is also eternal. So it is also Guru Seva, to take care of about all the disciples. So I thank you, and I wish you the best, and please forgive me if I did any mistakes or any bad words or things, thoughts. I don't know. Please, thank you. Haribo. Haribo.
From Mexico.
Haribo.
Om Bhakyantimanda Shayana Jana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. First of all, I offer my Dandavats pranams onto the lotus feet of my Guru Pada Padma, Om Vishnu Pad Paramahansa Parivek Charishtatrasata Shishimat Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Gosvami Maharaja, and also to the lotus feet of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada Gosvami Maharaja, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Narayana Gosvami Maharaja, and all the senior devotees present that are here attending the Harikatha. So because Srila Gurudev is asking me to speak a few words, I'm going to speak a few words. So today we had a beautiful Harikatha remembering Srimati Uma Didi, and it has been, already 3 months, 4 months that when Didi entered in Italy. And I had this opportunity. I feel very fortunate because I had so many times the association of Srimati Uma Didi, and especially when she came to Mexico like 3 times, she stayed at home and at my place, and she stayed for 15 days. Every time she went to Mexico, she stayed 15 days at my place. So I feel very fortunate to have this association with Srimati Uma Didi, and I remember always her enthusiasm. But especially, I remember that she said when Param Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Narayana Gosvami Maharaj entered in Italy, many people start doubting of his disciples preaching around the world. But she said, never leave this Sangha. Srimati Uma Didi said this at my place. She said, any disciple of Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaj should never leave the Sangha of Param Gurudev, of Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaj. And all the jewels that he had, he put it on the heart of his disciples. And especially Srimati Uma Didi, I remember she had so much love and affection for Gurudev, Srila Vamana Maharaja, because every time that she has some doubt, she was telling me, I'm going to call through Skype to your Gurudev, because I have this doubt. So I will call Maharaj to ask him about what he's thinking, or what he's thinking about this commentary. And also I remember her cooking at home all the time. And I remember that one time Gurudev went home, and he came 3 days after Didi left Mexico, and she said, I'm going to cook some Jagannath sweets because your Gurudev is coming. So when he's coming, you go with him and tell him that I cook these sweets. So normally Gurudev don't take sweets, but that time I remember he asked me twice, because Srimati Uma Didi was cooking these sweets especially for him. And one of the things that I remember also from Srimati Uma Didi is she was very soft, but also she was very strict at the time. Sometimes she was coming and knocking my room at 3 a.m. Come on, Prabhu, come on, let's do your Harinam. Let's do your Harinam before Mongol Arati. Come on, get up, get up, get up. And I remember hearing Didi since 2 a.m. walking around the house from one side to the other, chanting the holy names. Even she was 89 at that time. She was walking every morning. She was walking, chanting the holy names. Even in the afternoon, and some devotees used to come to the house to take darshan of Didi, and she was like, how many rounds you chant today? I don't know, Didi, how many rounds you chant? And the devotees were like, maybe 4 or 5. You are chanting 4 or 5 today, tomorrow nothing. And your Gurudev is chanting 64 rounds there, doing bhajana and sadhana in Vrindavan, and you're not doing anything. So Didi sometimes also, she was like very strict. She was very soft, but also she was very strict. I remember sometimes coming home and I was very hungry because I was coming for work, and Didi, don't touch anything. Get a shower and then you can take prasad properly. So she was strict, and she was trying to teach us, teaching all of us all the time. So it really touched my heart, the Harikatha that Gurudev gave today, in the way that all the devotees glorified Srimati Uma Didi. And one of the things that she said is that this is something that maybe she told me in private, but one time one devotee approached to Srimati Uma Didi and told to Didi, you know Didi, I took diksha from this Vaishnava, but for some reason I feel that my heart is more attracted to the Harikatha of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabuphada after one program. And Didi said, that is normal, because we are on the line of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Narayana Gosvami Maharaja. And what Gurudev gave, no one gave that. No one is giving that. So she said, this is very normal, that you feel more attracted to the Harikatha of Srila Vamana Maharaja. And Didi said, one day, even your Gurudev and other missions will have to send their disciples to Srila Vamana Maharaja to listen to this Harikatha that is not available in any other line. And she said, I dare to say that Vamana Maharaja one day will be one of the most prominent acharyas in this world in the line of Srila Gurudev. So this love and affection that Srimati Uma Didi had, many times she told me, like, other sannyasis at Kartik, they are giving nice harikatha. And sometimes I chastise them, like, oh Maharaj, why you say this? Oh Maharaj, why you say this? Oh Didi, because we need to make happy. No, Gurudev never said this. But Didi said, but the harikatha of Srila Maharaj, I always attend his harikatha because no one gave exactly the same harikatha as Gurudev, only Sripad Maharaj. So even she was senior, I remember she always used to refer to Gurudev as Gurudev too, because she was saying like, Gurudev is Akanda Guru Tattva, is Baladev Prabhu. So every time she was speaking about Gurudev, she was, oh, he's my Gurudev too. So Didi had this love and affection for Gurudev, and she was really a Siksha Guru, especially for me, because Siksha Guru is about how to nourish this feeling of serving our spiritual master. And Didi was always encouraging us how to serve our spiritual master in different ways. And always this nistha of Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaja. She said, I had the opportunity to go here and there and listen Harikatha from many Vaishnavas. The Harikatha that my Gurudev gave is more than enough to listen this life. That is the reason why I always staying at Gopinath Bhavan, because that Harikatha, it was enough for me at the time. So that is what I can share of. I feel very blessed and fortunate to have the association of all these Vaishnavas, and especially to remember Srimati Uma Didi, which really touched my heart, all the glorifications that I hear today.
Before we finish, I'd like to say, to take advantage of Maharaj's presence today, please take his books, and please take any instructions that you have, any questions you might have, please approach him. If you want to have neck beads or your own japamala, a spiritual name, please take advantage of that today. Hare Krishna.
Good. Okay, so tomorrow morning, what time Mangalarti?
Station, how long it takes to go to the station?
Pardon?
Depends how long it takes to go to the train station. So maybe Mangalati 6 o'clock?
Yeah, 6 o'clock good.
Which train station is it?
Paris East. At 9 o'clock. The train is at 9. Tomorrow is Sunday, so they should.
Yeah, very good.
Very
You
quiet.
checked where the train station, everything?
Yeah.
You know the train station?
Yes.
How long?
Oh, it's very quick.
Maximum 30 minutes.
Yeah, it says 20 minutes on
20
Google
minutes.
Maps.
Which train station where?
Paris the left.
Paris East.
Yeah, Paris East, yeah.
Okay. Who will drive it?
Damodar Prabhu will drive.
Damodar Prabhu will take you.
You coming or not?
I can come, yes.
Otherwise, which direction will go then? Okay. Bolo Shri Gurudev ki jai, Jai Uma Didi ki jai ho, and Hari Katha ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Bhaktivedanta Vana Gosvami Maharaja ki jai, Jai Prabhupada Devo jai.
Just to say also, because it's the last day, everybody's leaving tomorrow. If you can clear your spaces so that Yogamaya Didi doesn't have so much clearing to do, then that would be most helpful.
Vaishnava Prabhu. Make them Mridanga. Prabhu, please come. Now everybody come. Take this. Okay.
Gurudev, she wants to take Harinam.
Gurudev, she's from Mexico.
Oh, she come from Mexico?
Yes.
Where?
Wow.
Mexico City?
Yes.
Eh? Oh, Mexico City I'm going here. Malati Didi, come. For Jamuna, you took her now? अच्छा आप ले आओ Who did not take place, come. Hold on. Hare Krishna. Okay. Your name?
Rose.
Huh?
Jones?
Rose.
Rose.
Yeah.
She comes from where? Which country?
Where are you from? Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Oh, Costa Rica. I'm going also to Costa Rica.
Ah, see.
Yeah. Krishna, how are you? Okay, good?
Yeah.
Okay, Narayani.
Very good.
Huh? Good?
Very good. Thank you.
Would you not take? Come. Please. Could you move the...
¿Ya la pagaron?